Hello, my name is Denise Yezbak Moore, and today I'm going to be showing you how to create your own French wire to use instead of wire guardians. The French wire gives a more chic look to the ends of your bracelets. It's super easy to create, and I love the look. So this is how I store my French wire. I'll pull one of them out, or a few of them out, so you can see it. This is what French wire looks like. And then we cut it in little lengths to add to our bracelet. The only thing we need to create French wire is a strong head pin, preferably as long as you can get it. This is a really old package of head pins. I have no idea where I got them, but it's nice and strong. They're brass, real brass. And then you need your wire cutters and 28 gauge wire. I tried this with 26. It does not work as well, so I recommend using 28 gauge wire. So let's start by checking out our head pin. I noticed on this one, there's a little dent right there. You need to make sure that the end of your head pin is cut sharply so that when we slide it off, we will have no issues getting the French wire off. The length of your 28 gauge wire is going to depend on the length of your head pin. For this one, I cut about 2 feet of wire, and you will be surprised at how much wire French wire uses. So we're going to place the wire right about there. We're going to hold it with our fingers, and we are just going to start coiling the wire around. And then we're going to push that wire together. And then we're going to coil. You want to make sure you don't overlap your coils. And then I stop and I push my wire together. Straighten this out a little bit. And we are just going to coil. If my head pin was soft, this would not work as well because it would bend. And we want the wire to lay perfectly. So then we're going to stop and we're going to squish it together. And we are just wrapping the wire around. Flip that over. Make sure that's nice and straight. Whoops, let's move that wire out of the way. So we're just wrapping the wire around. I like to make long strands of French wire, and then I keep them in my little container, and that way I never really run out of it. And if I do, I just kind of go through when I'm watching TV, and I'll just create some more and stick it back in the little plastic box. So we're just wrapping. And then I like to stop and push it together as I go. Boy, that's making a lot of noise. That's my bracelet hitting the bead pad. Okay, we're going to push it. And we are just going to wrap. and then push it together. Now I'm going to trim off this little end. And then I come back in with my chain nose pliers and make sure that's nice and flat. Now let's look at the other side. And we're going to rewrap it, making sure it's not overlapped. Okay, and now I'm going to come in. Same thing on the other side. We're just going to trim that end. And we want to make sure that's flattened down. See how it's sticking up just a tad? Come back in, trim. We can also push it this way so it's up against the head pin to flatten it out. And then we're just going to take it and slide it right off the head pin. So now we have our length of French wire. So what I do is I come in and I kind of eyeball it. And you have to do this very gently. And you just trim it. And then you place it there. Let's see. And then you come back in. And trim it so you have two lengths. Or if you want your loops a little bit bigger, you trim it there. Let's see. Sometimes my nails get in the way. And then you come back up. And we just trim it. And there's a little tiny one sticking up. So here we have our two end covers of French wire, and I'll show you how we string them and crimp them. So now I'm going to show you how to string the French wire and crimp it down to create a bracelet or a necklace. I am using Beadalon 0.38 millimeter beading wire, and I will also be using a size 1 crimp bead. I prefer crimp beads. I think they are more secure, but sometimes I do use crimp tubes. Okay, so we are going to pick up our crimp bead. And we're going to string that onto the wire. Then we're going to string our French wire. We're going to bring it down, and we're going to pass the wire back through the crimp bead. And then what I like to do is place the wire there, and then I pull the wire. So let's grab this. And then I pull the wire down, and it makes this nice little spiral loop. So we want to make sure our bead wires are not crossed when we're crimping, because that can cause breakage. So right now it's crossed. So we're going to move that wire over to the other side, and then we're going to pull that down. And I just discovered these Xuron crimping pliers. I love them. They work amazing. So we're going to place it, the crimp bead, in that last hole. We're going to make sure it's nice and tight. And then we're going to press down. And you can see how it made the groove. Then we're going to go to, since this one's so tiny, we're going to go to the first groove, and we're going to press down. And you can see that it folded and made a crimp. And that is how you create French wire and crimp it down on a bracelet. You can also, if you don't like your little crimp tube or bead showing, you can use, after the bracelet's completed, you can attach a bead cover. So here is one of the smaller crimp covers. And of course you would do this after you had created your bracelet and the beads are all on, but I'm going to show you for demonstration purposes. So we're just going to come up and then we're going to squish that down. And then you have a perfect finish end. You have a little bead and you have your French wire. And your bracelets will turn out like these bracelets that I made using the French wire. And I think they're really cool. I personally like them better than wire guardians. Plus, if you always have 28 gauge wire, you can just create your own. You don't have to worry about running out of wire guards. If you enjoyed this video and you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe and hit the little bell to receive notifications on when I post new DIY videos. If you're watching on IGTV, I have a YouTube channel. Please search Denise Yezbak Moore. And I love to hear from everybody. I try to comment back and answer questions. So if you have any questions, just leave a comment. Follow me on Instagram at Denise Yezbak Moore. And I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time.